Squat Shack proudly presents Girls Night Out. Group of badass mothers showing you what it's like to be one bad mother.
Okay, and welcome back to another Girls Night Out. I am Momma Owl. I'm just gonna say Momma Owl now. I go by so many names. I don't really think I got any updates except for baby Squatch is gonna be almost 4 months old. Yay! I'm excited, but at the same time, I just realized too, since he's born on the 19th, and it's the 19th of December, that's Dean's dad's birthday.
Hey, we don't have to think about him anymore.
No. Well,
Celebrating mini squash.
yes. And my next co-host
Is Mama Penguin! Yay!
Yay!
I do not like this new angle. I like to
don't
look
blame
at myself as I talk to make sure y'all can't see nothing growing out of my nose or whatever.
You look great.
I don't know where to. Oh, thank you, Roberta. You look great too. This takes painting, a lot of painting, and hers is all
Hazy.
natural. I don't have all naturals.
I'm doing my best not to look into because this is new for me. Like before, the screen was behind my head, and I didn't have to look at myself, and I just pretend the camera wasn't there, and I was good.
Yeah.
And now I'm a little like.
Vinny, fix it.
No, I think this is the new full-on setup.
Man, that's okay. All right, everybody. I
And
don't want to
then-
be rude, but I'll try to look over here and just make sure I don't look stupid. Anyways,
And then next.
we'll talk about me later because everybody wants juicy details. Anyway, so to our final co-host, Miss,
I am Momma Macchiato.
You want to raise up your mic, maybe?
you're a little echoey.
Yeah.
It's broken. It went limp.
I don't want to hurt it.
That's what we say most of the time.
Can you hear me now? Verizon, I would like $1,000 for saying that.
We are not sponsored by
No,
Verizon.
not at all. But I do have Verizon service. I've had it for years. They work great everywhere except here.
Mama Al's gonna knock her out.
I am. I'm gonna knock it. I don't.
Mama gonna knock you out. And I don't know the rest of the song. Google Gadget or whatever Roberta says.
Go Gadget Google.
And Vinny, please do not take this out. This is about us being goofy and improving.
How's that?
Gotta bring closer to it. Because I can't hear you. You echo.
Is that better? Hold on.
You're gonna.
How's that?
We have so many technical difficulties going on right now. God.
I don't know. It seems better.
I'm turning down our music.
Yeah, that
Even
seems a
though
little
we're-
loud. We just posted our very first TikTok. I forgot to tag you in it. I'm so sorry.
I forgot it. Roberta, do you have any
Do you have a TikTok?
update? Well, do you have any updates? Because we're on you still.
Okay, on me. Let's see. I got an espresso machine for my house.
Yeah. I know where I'm going.
And I got a coffee grinder to go with it.
I know where I'm going.
She doesn't need more coffee.
I'm saving so much money. Theirs was better. I mean, but I'm getting better every day.
I'm making
Right.
it.
And at making it, and
So
yeah,
do you
so
Google recipe? I don't know. I don't drink coffee, so I don't know. Can you
the-
Google recipes?
the espresso
Thank
owner's
you, babe.
manual had a little menu in it, or yeah, it was.
Did you try the menu?
I did.
You like any of them?
Yeah, but mostly I just like it the way I like it. So
See, I think the owners of this house left like an espresso machine, and I wanted to try it, but at the same time, I'm like,
Ew.
I
Sound
can
like
help
you
you figure
socks.
out how to use it.
I
There was
I
a
have
little
no
bit of a
clue.
learning curve with mine.
I'm trying to convince Vince to get me in ways that 3-in-1 coffee, where you could do the iced coffee, the hot coffee, and the frappe all in one machine.
Ooh.
What is a frappe? I thought that was iced
That's
coffee.
blended ice.
All it is blended ice.
So it's like a
and-
milkshake
Yeah.
without ice cream.
yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Like
but
coffee
you just
smoothie.
have ice completely blended with coffee, and it's good. I mean, if you're really not a coffee drinker, that's the way to go.
If you're
'Cause you
not a
don't-
coffee drinker, it's called a smoothie.
But no, like I was reading the reviews on it because Mike was like, "Oh, you need to read the reviews on it before you get it," and I was like, "It's like $109 machine."
Holy shit.
But everyone that I was reading, like, you got a lot of like 5-star reviews. People fucking love it. It's like, that's great. But then you got these people too that are like, I had it for 2 months, and now it won't turn on.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be mad. You spend $150 on a coffie maker and it doesn't turn
Yeah.
on.
What
Well,
did you
that's
spend
been-
on yours?
I'd be like, hey, did you plug that in?
Well, that's the thing. Like, they thought they were going crazy, so they would try different outlets, and nothing. So it's like,
I got mine for $42. It was the least expensive one that Walmart had, and it was the smallest one that Walmart had, which is what I wanted. But it makes 4 shots at a time, which is plenty.
So you make the little shot and then stick it in something else? Like, I don't know.
Yes.
like your
coffee.
eyes,
The-
like your eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
But you-
brews into like a little tiny cup, and and then I add that to my cup, and then milk and sugar.
More coffee. And
Well, I
Oh,
put
okay.
sugar in the coffee because
Yeah.
if you don't, then it's bitter.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And then I
but
mix my
the
milk in.
espresso is just like, if you want that extra, like,
Espresso
boost.
is concentrated coffee. It's not like a regular cup of coffee. It is like super concentrated. Those are the ones where you see them drink out of the little tiny itty bitty. Yeah, the little,
yes.
that's espresso. But I'm like having like my espresso in a regular coffee mug. And then I need a bigger cup because I gotta add, like a whole bunch of milk to it.
Gotcha.
See, that's the thing, because even on my 1-year anniversary for work, I got the little booklet to say, okay, here, go to this website, figure out what you want, and they had a coffee grinder on there, and I'm like, like I was really debating on it,
Right.
but at the same time, I'm like, I get most of the coffee anyways already comes grinded, so it was like,
It depends, yeah. Like, I mean, grocery store, you can get it either ground or whole.
yeah.
The nicer grocery stores have a grinding machine.
Oh yeah,
I've seen
no,
those.
So
I
you
remember
can buy a
those.
bag of coffee and grind it and put it on whatever you want. But I like to shop at Dillon's and they don't have a grinding machine. I can't think of a.
I don't
Does
remember.
Ron's even have a grinding machine for their coffee? I doubt
If
it.
they do, they're the last ones in town.
right?
too.
Yeah, I don't.
And-
I remember they had in town. We used to have a store that did it. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
how my mom got her coffee. But not
Right.
anymore.
So if I understand correctly, the only thing that sets espresso coffee aside from regular coffee is that it's ground finer, like super, super powdery fine. And you pack it into the little thing. And the espresso machine is the little cup. And the espresso machine is essentially a pressure cooker. And it pressure cooks the coffee through it.
Yeah, I've only had one coffee beverage, and I don't know what it was. It looked like a milkshake. A guy from work bought a bunch of them to the office and gave me one. I had 2 sips out of it, and I had the jitters, and I was like, nah, somebody else needs to drink this.
as we were waiting for our department to open up, they brought like some people frappes from like McDonald's, and all I could think of was like, that's disgusting. Want one, but those are so disgusting just because of the machine that they
Right?
McDonald's have. And one of the girls is like, what are you talking about? I'm like, that machine for those frappes, they don't really get clean. You know how I know this? Well, I used to work there and used to kind of be like in charge of that shit.
Right?
Now, what about the caramel macchiato thingy they make? It come out of the same machine?
Totally different machine, but
Same concept?
same concept. I used to be somewhat in charge of doing the frappe machine and the macchiato machine because they always scheduled it like on my shifts at my time to fucking clean that thing, and it never fails to. It was always during my peak hours, so I would be like in the middle of my rush, trying to get all these people out. All these people want freaking frappes, macchiatos, and I was like, I gotta clean the machine, and the machine is not getting completely properly clean because I'm just trying to rush it because I had to refund people because of these wanting macchiatos, wanting frappes, and it's like I can't do them.
Right.
And then like you got your crew too, not like stopping, going, hey, I'm sorry, I can't sell it right now. So,
But
yeah.
they could always tell you their ice cream machine's broken.
Right. Well, that's too bad, though. That's kind of like poor planning on, like normally the restaurants that I've worked at, they do that after close.
Oh, God, no.
Like at the end of the night, you break down let's say, for example, the Frosty machine and,
Yeah, no.
you start rinsing it out.
I would
and-
think, well, to me, it would have been better maybe like doing it in the morning, like at opening.
They do it both.
We'll see.
You're supposed to rinse it out.
Oh, yeah, no.
When you break it down and wash it all out, clean the pieces, and then you rinse it out again in the morning before you fill it
Yeah,
back up.
no.
And that's only 5 hours later.
No, the frappe machine and the macchiato machine, we did it once. It might have been a little bit more, but it's like once every week or so. Yeah, no, it's disgusting.
Pardon my face, but I don't know
Yeah.
what that looks
No,
like, but I think it looks like a rose.
Because like even with the frappe
Because I can't see
machine,
it. That's gross.
with the frappe machine, they have like where you could clean out the little blender thing,
Sure.
and that gets all clogged up. Where the blender goes, yeah, yeah. No, it gets all nasty, and then each time I see the frappes, I'm like,
You can only have products sit out for a certain amount of time and a certain
Oh, yeah.
temperature before things start to grow.
They know
Yeah.
that, but they don't care. You wonder why people get sick when they eat fast food?
yeah, no, like yeah.
I ate at a KFC, and I'm gonna blast it in Fort Scott, Kansas. And I ordered a barbecue chicken sandwich, but I don't even know if they make those anymore. But anyways, it was like the shredded chicken covered in barbecue sauce or whatever. Whoever made my sandwich took their gloves off in the process of wrapping my sandwich because in between the bun I found a rubber glove.
Ew.
How would you not know that you've lost a glove? How would you not know that?
But I'm saying they had to take it off before they wrapped my
That-
sandwich.
They'd have to go out of their way
Yeah.
to do that. Like, oh,
Although-
let me like here. Gross.
Well, no, because I
I think that's the only gross experience I've ever had with fast food was that one.
Oh no, I mean, I
'Cause
could
you
tell
worked there.
I know, I worked there, but like I could
But
tell
don't
you.
ruin it for other people.
Well, no, because it was funny because in one of the trainings that I did for work, they brought up like having a hair like in the food, and they brought up McDonald's, and I was like, and one of the guys is like, yeah, no, they're gonna sit there like, since you're bringing up McDonald's, it's like, I'm just not gonna complain about it because they're just gonna sit there and blame it on you. And I was like, yep. Like, I don't know how many times I've had people come through and like, hey, I have a hair in my food. Like, I want my money back. I want this replaced, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, let me see the hair. 9 times out of 10, it's their fucking hair. Because they're like, I have this like long, like black hair. And I'm looking at my crew in the back going, yeah, these are all dudes that have no long black hair. All of us up here are blonde. So, what do you want me to tell you? I'm not refunding you or giving you a replacement because this is none of our hair.
Yeah, I was
But-
I was a stickler about that as a manager. Like, oh, you're gonna go work like making sandwiches or running the grill or the fryer. Go tie your hair back. You can only have like a ponytail like this if you're running the register. Otherwise, it has to be like braided or a bun. They didn't like me.
I mean, my crew did. Most of my crew didn't like me for other reasons, but I mean, at other times they like loved me. But our guys, they can't have beards, mustaches.
Right.
Like they all had to be clean shaved.
Oh, that sounds like awful.
Oh, my.
Well-
If you have sensitive skin, like,
Well, Dean's dad always got so pissed off with it because at his other job, he could have all that shit. And then he comes to work there at McDonald's and he has to be all clean shaven and shit. And it always got so into a big fight with us because our boss at that time would threaten me with my hours, my pay, and shit like that if he didn't get his shit all cleaned up.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You ain't his mama.
What?
No, but it was but he knew that he would listen to me because I was bitching so much. Yeah.
Just because you're in a relationship with somebody doesn't mean it's all about them and your fault.
With that boss, it was a really bad work environment because we got like sexually harassed. He was physically abusive. All the guys there would just laugh at us girls.
I'll be beating somebody in the parking lot.
Oh, no, because like my best friend, he put his hand around her throat one time, left like a mark. There's another manager, he left a mark on her arm. She even showed her boyfriend, who is like the nephew of one of our really higher ups, and he just laughed at it.
Oh, hails to the no.
I was I was calling one of my other managers at my other job, and when I was calling him, right when he picked up was when my boss came and grabbed me by like the throat and was pushing me back into the office area. And I was like cussing him out, and he's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, my fucking boss is over here. He just grabbed me by the fucking throat and put me into the office." He's like, "Are you serious, KJ?" I was like, "Yes, this is the shit that us women have to go through here at work with him. We know at McDonald's, like, we don't report any of this or the harassment or anything just because we know how we've seen it done to our managers and crew so many times. Like, whoever reports it is the one that gets fired, and whoever we're reporting it on is the one that gets transferred to a different store, and they keep going." And it's like, is it really worth my fucking job?
Oh, hail to no.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
little man would be in the parking lot
No.
taking the ass whooping for my bat.
Oh yeah, no. Like,
Oh, no. Because if you leave your job under those circumstances, then I think you might qualify for unemployment.
Oh, yeah, if you can prove it. But that's shocked that some people just close their eyes to that crap.
well, I mean, it's even like when I just walked up and quit was when my GM, I think she just now left, she told me that I had to find a babysitter for the boys, which I didn't have at that time. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. I have no babysitter. I have no one to watch them. Like, she's like, well, you need to find someone, and they can't come Saturday. And I was like, well, then I guess I'm not going to be here. You got to find someone else to work my shift. And she's like, well, then I guess you're just quitting. I was like, I'm not quitting. It's, I have to bring them, or I'm not coming in because of this. And what I told her is like, okay, fine, you know what, I'm fucking done. Find someone else to finish this fucking shift. I'm done. She's like, oh no, you could bring them this weekend, this and that. And even with the whole custody thing, she's like, I'll give you the days that you want, the times, I give you the weekends off. I'm like, no, I am so fucking done working this shit. I'm done with all these hours. I'm done with this shit. Like, get someone here to fucking do the rest of my shift. I am done. This is not my problem no more. And then she told me, she's like, call me. And then that's when she promised me everything in the fucking blue, under the moon and everything. And I was like, listen, I was already going to give you my 2 weeks notice when I get my notice of when my orientation is. But you know what? Fuck you. Like, I'm done with this shit. And I mean, luckily, I was only unemployed for 4 days, but 2 of them, really, after I quit, like, the next day I got the call going, okay, your orientation is this day. And I was like, thanks fucking God. Like, but no, and then everyone that, like, there at work, they're like, so how do you like it here? And I was like, better than fucking fast food.
Oh, yes.
Like,
Yeah. They've got you working like super hard for nothing. No
yeah.
money, no pay.
Oh, no. I went through McDonald's the other day, though, and I had to take a picture of it because on their window, you get a $250 reward if you work 250 hours. And then the details are once you get hired and shit. The starting pay is between $10 and $15 depending on your experience. And all I could do is I took a picture of it, sent it to Vince, and I'm like, I'm staring at it, laughing my ass off because I'm like, and you could just go to Sugar Creek and get paid $17.75 just starting out, no matter what your experience is. Okay, whatever.
Right.
Like, you guys could keep that.
Right.
And then I asked Vince, like, where's my reward? I put over 250 hours.
What, a Sugar Creek?
Well, in McDonald's, because there's one time, before I became a manager, they fired one of our overnight crew members, and then they were moving the other one to, like, the day shift. I was the only one that knew headset besides my manager. So I worked a whole month straight. And I mean, I got bitched at because of all the overtime I fucking got.
But if you're the only one who knew how to do it, of course you're gonna work.
Yeah, no. I mean, I finally too. I told him there was like one night I was like, I need a fucking break. So,
Yeah.
and then at that time too, it was like, I told him, I was like, you guys need to make me a fucking manager because I'm working your manager hours. Or at that time I was going to college and I applied to, Impex.
Oh, the Pritchard company?
Yeah, where Mike works. And they were going to hire me on in there. But due to my school schedule, it conflicted with that. And I was like, I'd be more than happy to go drop out of those fucking classes and just go there. So y'all make your decision because they played around on that.
Oh, I bet they do.
For a while. So it was like, and then they finally made their decision. And it was like, that was the worst decision I ever made. But
We live and learn.
yep.
And stronger now. You're in a better environment, hopefully.
Oh my God, yes.
I know, 250 hours, I would have had that in like a month. Because I was averaging like 50.
I was doing like 40, or a little over 40 plus. That's what we were talking about being part-time today while we were just sitting there. I was like, working 40 plus hours, that was basically almost a $600 check for me every 2 weeks. And I was like, I work only 29 hours, and that's like a $400 check for me. Like, you know what? I'm okay with my 29 hours.
Yeah,
like,
right?
fuck this.
Right?
It's not stressful.
A whole lot less stress.
Yeah, and I could actually just treat this as a fucking job because even during the training, they're explaining the difference between a job and a career. A job is where you just come in, get your paycheck, go, forget about it. Career is where you always think about it constantly. And I was like, oh my God, with McDonald's, I was thinking this as a fucking career, even though I should have been thinking of it as a job. But I mean, for me, it was hard to leave work at work because I was constantly getting text messages from our group message as managers over stupid shit. And it's like, you guys want me to leave shit at work, but when I constantly get all these group messages over shit, that's shit, like...
Block, 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 block.
Yeah.
I had that same problem. And that was the complaint of my boyfriend at the time, was like, are you ever going to put your phone away? And I was like, I'm really sorry. This is about work. It's about work.
Yeah.
I gotta handle this, you know, like they're running out of this or they're running out of that. And I'm, you know, corresponding with people, reaching out, finding stuff, you know, it's easier to do that than to have to drive to Joplin myself to go get it, you know. So like, dude, just give me like 5 minutes to message this out and it'll save me like 2 hours in drive time.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
that's what Vincent was always so frustrated because I was always getting those messages. And it's like, KJ, just leave those messages for work. And I'm like, half of them are dealing with me because I ran the night shift. And it's like, this person's not coming in because now my boss said it was okay for them not to come in. Now I'm fucked on all
And
these people.
The
And then-
daily dance of covering shifts. Who's not showing up today?
Yeah, and then it was like, okay, do I have enough closers? Do I need to fucking
Right?
kill myself even more just to close. Like,
Yup. I've known people that were stuck there for 12, 14 hours. You know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Open that morning and damn near it closed that night.
Yep.
I mean, because there's no one else. No one will come in. Everybody's sick.
the one thing I hate too is when they would have someone come in and like take pictures of the store for like measurements or whatever, and it was always like on my night shifts, so I'm always there from like 3:30 until like almost 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, just because they're still there. And I mean, half the time I'm still just rolling burritos, and then other people taking credit for my fucking burritos that I rolled.
Oh, I bet they were beautiful.
Actually, my burritos look like shit for a while.
Wait, that takes a special touch. You gotta work that up.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, it took me a hot minute to finally figure out how to roll these goddamn things. But yeah, no, it got so bad for morning crew, like for burritos. I had my own little cooler for a while when I opened that had my own burritos that I rolled the night before. And it's like, you motherfuckers, you're not touching these damn burritos. Like, because it never felt too, because like they'll roll some like after the morning shift, and then they're magically like disappear.
Enter their tummies.
Yeah, no, they will run out.
Right.
Like, not even halfway through breakfast, and they're like, oh, we need more burritos. No one's rolling burritos, and blah, blah, blah. And it was like, I got my little stash over here. Like, yeah, no. And then my GM also hid, like, burritos throughout.
Everybody's hiding burritos.
Yes.
If you go through the back kitchen at McDonald's, look in every stash, you will find a burrito.
If you find, if you go into the walk-in,
I forgot they made them fresh daily. Like, they would be in a bucket, like your burrito mix, and a little warmer, and you just scoop it and make the burrito right then.
Oh, no.
Most of the burritos...
I'm so glad I don't eat their burritos.
Most of their burritos are probably done the night before. Tortillas are usually thawed out through the whole day. Their mix is thawed out through the whole day.
Good to know. I will never tell that to Lexi.
Yeah, you gotta
Right.
thaw everything out 24 hours in advance.
Yeah. And then the cheese, you might be lucky it wasn't left out from the... Well, I mean, the night crew would be using it, so you might have shit from the night crew that's going into your burritos. Or
And
you
then-
might
God, I do
have-
not eat the burritos.
Think about it this way. Tortillas are, room temperature, they're soft, but not soft enough to roll. And if you want to have them warmed, you can't keep them consistently warm for very long before they start drying out. So, they have the bag of tortillas, throw them in the microwave, warm them up, and then roll up 30 burritos.
Yup.
And then put them in a bin where they
That's
sit.
it.
And then when you order it, when you come through the drive-thru, somebody makes a mad dash, grabs one, runs it to the microwave, pops it in for a minute, and then brings it back. And that's why
if
it's
you're
so
lucky.
hot.
That's if you're lucky.
Do you guys keep yours in a warmer?
We keep them in the cabinets.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, we
They-
didn't
they were
we
in the
didn't
tray.
do ours in a warmer. We just
Oh no, they would be thrown into their little microwave cooler thingies, cook for however many minutes for how many you're doing, and then they will keep them up in a little kind of tray, meat tray kind of thing, up in our cabinet.
Yep.
So if it's really piping hot and cheese is really melted, then yeah. If part of it is hard, it's been in a tray or
in the warmer for a minute.
Yep, or even in your HLZ, their little landing zone thingy.
Yep.
Thank God I don't eat the burritos.
I bet me and Roberta could definitely tell you
Please stop ruining
stories.
food for me. I don't eat it very many places.
Well, no, because that was the thing. Because the other day I was debating on McDonald's, even though I know all the shit, or if I was gonna go to Subway, because Subway's been sounding really good. And then they told me that I was gonna go to Room 4, and then it's like, okay, so my sandwiches that are out of my car is what it's gonna be. Okay, cool. Because all I was gonna do is kind of sneak out, take my little time. I wasn't doing anything, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna go to Room 4."
Shit.
Okay.
Busted.
Yeah. No, today I was gonna go to. God dang it. The room next to the room off of. I have all of this in my head to where they're calling it. Not. God damn it! Now I can't even think of it. It's the room off of slicing.
You literally are talking to two people who hardly
I
ever go
know.
in the plant.
I.
She just looked for piles
Is there
of
oil on
when
the
she-
floor?
I keep wanting to say sanitation, but just because of this morning, but it's not sanitation.
Huh. I don't know.
God damn it! Now I'm gonna have to look at Vince's. But no, instead of going there, I went to room 4 today, and I was kind of cussing out that I was going to room 4 because I told Vince, it's like, there's one gray hat I really don't like. I don't know his name, but I don't like him. No one wants to talk to me because I don't speak Spanish in there. Like
I don't speak Spanish either.
I'm the only white one,
Oh shit.
and I don't speak Spanish. So, oh, it's called curing. I was gonna go to curing, and that's what it was called. I'm being special today.
It's
been a
okay.
long day.
It has been a long day and a long week and a long month. What are we, only day 9 in December?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping tomorrow we could just go straight into work and nothing else.
And no issues. I don't work tomorrow. Woo, 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 woo. Sorry.
That's gonna be me next Friday with Maya. What are we gonna do?
I know. I was like, Lexi's like, you're going shopping without me? And I said, yes, I'm going shopping without you. Like, I'm going with my mother.
See, now Maya's the opposite way. She'd be like, I am not going shopping.
She's like, how do you know what I want? I was like, Lexi, I don't know what you want, and I don't
It's
really
just a
care. Like, it is a Christmas gift, and everything can be returned as long as you keep your receipt. And if you don't like it, then I'll find someone
Someone else to like
else to like it. I'm like, I don't care, you're not going. And she had a big meltdown. Oh my God, a big meltdown today. I miss my mommy who was about 5 years ago. And I was like, Lexi, I'm the same freaking person. Like,
There's
yeah.
supposed to be a difference.
I don't know. She's like, you used to be so loving. And I was like, I'm still loving. Don't you have a roof over your head? Yes. Food in your belly? Yes. Clothes on your back? Yes. I tell you I love you every day. I don't kiss your boo-boos anymore because I'm sorry, you're 13 and that's just a little weird. So I'm like, and you don't even like me. I'm
We
like,
haven't
seriously,
even hit high school yet.
you don't like me. You tell me all the time you don't like me. And you're not supposed to like me anyways. But, you know, I don't know. She goes through this transition period. Every time she sees her dad, it brings up all the crap when he leaves. And I'm just like, do you just want me to tell him to either figure out how to see you more or just leave you alone till you're 18? Like, I would gladly do that.
Right.
And she's like, they moved away because they don't like me. And I said, well, I think she wanted to feel good with her soul or something. I don't know. She wanted to live by the beach to feel good with her soul or some quack shit. I'm sorry. But I just don't get it, and I don't understand, and I'll never understand. And that's okay that I will never understand, but it's been a hot topic, like all over TikTok, about people talking about how some mothers and fathers are glorified babysitters because all they choose to take is the every other weekend and, you know, split the holidays or whatever, or not see their kids at all because they're deadbeat parents or whatever. I truly don't understand how you can make a human being and not be there. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how Lexi's father can live in Alabama. I don't get how Shelby's father can live an hour away and see her every least 1 week in a month. Like, I don't get it. Like, when the girls go away for their visits with their parents, I go nuts. Without
Right.
seeing them. Like, I miss
that's
my
tough.
babies. I can do it about 48 hours, and then I'm like, okay, I want the crazy bitches back. Because let's face it, Shelby, or Lexi is a little bitch. She's 14, or almost 14, very moody. She can be a bitch sometimes. She can. Sorry, Lexi, I do love you, but goddamn. We need to work on your emotional intelligence. Because you are all over the place. But
I feel like Dean is like all over the place now too.
yeah, it's Transitioning sucks when the other kid comes back because unless the two houses are truly the same, so every standard's the same, every consequence is the same, the diet's the same. Like, I'm sorry. If you choose to be a vegetarian, please do not pass it on to somebody else because you choose not to buy milk.
Or force it on someone else. Yeah.
Because when Lexi was little, she couldn't, there would be periods of time where I couldn't, like, she wouldn't drink milk anymore because it literally make her sick because she spent the whole summer drinking soy milk. And I'm like, buy freaking milk. It's like, back then it was, I mean, it's still $2 a gallon now, but back then it was $2 a gallon too, you know?
Right.
You know? Or she went periods of time where she wouldn't even eat hamburger anymore. I want bean burgers. I can't do ground hamburger anymore. I'm like, just because you choose to be a vegetarian doesn't mean you need to force it on my child.
Right.
Like,
especially being like a step parent.
well, even if it was a biological parent, the other one, like, let the child choose what he or she. Now, I am grateful for Lexi's father and her stepmom because Lexi does eat a lot of vegetables. Like, my mother never made me try anything, and so I have a very picky diet. Like, I am meats and potatoes. I don't want no vegetables. I've never had a salad. I'm 38 years old.
You never had a salad?
No, I think
Oh my
lettuce is
God.
gross. I've tried it once, and I was like, why would people want to eat something that tastes like water cardboard? Like,
Let me tell you a secret. It is crunchy water. That is what lettuce is. Lettuce is crunchy water.
I know
and,
it's gross and slimy.
and sometimes it has fiber in it.
Maybe that's why I don't poop very
If
well.
you get
Anyways.
spinach or romaine, but like baby spinach has a little kick to it. It's good. It has flavor. There's your flavor.
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
romaine
But
is the next
I
one up. But
drench it
iceberg
with, like,
lettuce
tons of
is
dressing.
crunchy water.
You're just having a side of lettuce with your salad
Yes.
dressing.
I mean, that's what
That's
it
how Shelby
is.
eats her salad. I want some ranch, and she goes, like a whole bottle.
I always have to, I feel like I always have to be in a mood to have a salad,
Yeah.
which I haven't been, but like even tonight we got Wendy's and I always get my burger without like I always get it without lettuce. Even the grilled chicken. I love their grilled chicken.
They're the
But I
one
get
of
it
the,
without the lettuce.
They're one of the few fast food restaurants around here that still have a grilled chicken.
know.
Walmart. McDonald's hasn't had a grilled chicken on the menu since
COVID.
COVID-19.
Yep.
Like 2
We
months
got rid
into
of-
COVID.
Yeah, they got rid of it, which
Dairy
pissed me
Queen and
off.
Oh, mine too.
Sonic have grilled chicken.
Yeah, not very many
Not
anymore.
very many, no.
Ooh, I'm gonna go to Joplin tomorrow and get
And
me
you
some
know,
chicken minis. Sorry.
Dairy Queen has these
Don't
little
be laughing at me.
Dairy Queen has these little grilled squares of
Rotisserie
chicken.
chicken is what it's called.
Yes, and it's actually I got it because I got both of their kinds of chicken because I wanted Maya to try both sides.
Oh
Both
yeah, real
kinds.
chicken, right?
And she didn't like the squares, but I liked them, and I thought they would go really well with rice. Ooh. So like I'm thinking next time I might get them and then come home and make some rice
Why don't you just go to Walmart and get a rotisserie chicken?
because they're greasy and gross. But the Dairy Queen's wasn't greasy and gross.
There's more calories in that thing. I looked it up. It's like 1,200 calories in their little squares of chicken.
I wonder what they're using for sauce then.
It's probably full of sodium.
That too.
It was funny because last time you got Chinese there at work and got your naked chicken, Vince and I got Chinese for like the family thing, and I got it with the naked chicken. I'm like, I forget about this every single
Right?
time. And I mean,
It's
this
good.
time, I like with the breaded, I don't eat it all, but this like I snarf. That
Did you?
thing
I get the
out.
and I get the sauce on the side.
See, I don't. I just got it all like
And
together.
then that way
Oh, I
I
love
would-
the naked chicken.
Oh my god!
Lexi wants Chinese for dinner tomorrow, so
I
that's
just
probably
love
what I'll
grilled
get.
chicken.
I don't like breading.
I don't either.
I'm okay. Depending on where you're getting your like who's making the breading, I'll eat it. But if I have the choice of the grilled chicken, I'll go Chick-fil-A. That's
chicken
the
minis,
only.
chicken minis.
That's the only thing I do is get the grilled chicken. And Vince always makes fun of me because he hates Chick-fil-A. He hates paying for Chick-fil-A.
Get over yourself.
That's why each time we go to the mall, he goes and gets his Chinese. I get my Chick-fil-A. Usually boys get like
Probably Burger King. I don't know.
Burger King. Every now and then I'll give them Chick-fil-A too, but I get them like the breaded, but they don't like the chicken. They'll just eat the fucking fries. And,
My girls
Yeah.
love Chick-fil-A. Yes. But anyways. what
We-
were you-
We never go to Joplin.
girl, you need
Never.
to venture out.
If I venture out of Pittsburgh, it's not going to be to Joplin.
I'm going to Kansas. Well, we're going back to my hometown a couple days before Christmas. So I decided to do that. I need to
walk down memory lane.
see my people. Well, my girlfriend Leslie, sent me a message. She's like, if you really need to vent, I'm here for you, and blah 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 blah. And I was like, you know what? I got 2 days off. We ain't got shit going on. I'm like, I'll just drive up to Kansas City. It's been a couple days in Kansas City and see as many old friends as I can. Because some of them, Gene and I have been friends since we were 12.
And your girls are going to their dads?
No, I'll have Lexi. So Shelby will be at her dad's, and so I'll pick her up probably on my way back on Christmas Eve. But I don't know. I'll definitely gonna have to pack my damn pillow because it seems like wherever I go, I can't fucking sleep.
Yeah. Take your pillow.
My $30 bamboo pillow.
Hell yeah.
Shelby's like, or Lexi's like, I want one of those for Christmas.
Is it like the cooling pillow?
In a way, not really. I don't know. I bought them at Big Lots.
I got mine at Penny's.
Vince ordered one for us when we were at the other house. One side is cooling and the other one's not.
I have some
It's
of those.
He loves it because he always gets so hot and everything. But I have it like on the other side where it's not so cold.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with it. But
I don't know. It's like a memory bamboo. I don't
thing.
know. It's heavy and it's comfy, and I love my pillow.
Now, is Maya's school doing the Santa shop?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She has broken me off for $30 on the first go round.
Go around.
Yeah. And then
There's
she
multiple
had held back $9. I was proud of her. And this year, she actually bought stuff for other people. Last year, she just came home with stuff and played with it. And I was like, I don't think that was the point.
Right.
But this year, she got stuff for other people. She held back $9 for her next round. So I gave her another $10 to go with that. And then I gave her a $20 to share with kids who came without money so that they could get something too.
This is the first year the boys, because Westside didn't do it.
Really?
Yeah. This is
Too
the first time
bad.
that the boys are doing it.
Right.
So I told Vince I was going to send Jude with $20. And then I was going to donate at least $20 to the school. So just in case someone
Yeah, send them with an
forget.
extra 20.
Yeah. But then Zach completely ignored me on my message again today, even though I have proof to show him too that what our paperwork said.
If you give an extra $20, don't expect to don't ask for that.
His dad, fucking Zach, messaged me and he was like, "So are you gonna send money for Dean to do this?" And Vince and I were talking about it, and it was like, his day is on Thursday. I give Dean up on Wednesday. I won't get Dean back until I'm gonna push for the end of the night of the 3rd, but he doesn't go back to school until the 4th. And his dad, my biggest thing, his dad can't take him to school, and that's my day. So it's like, you might as well just give him back to me like on the night of the 3rd.
Right.
But it's like, why should I send money with Dean for him to do this when I'm not gonna see him until like
The week after.
Yeah.
I think that's a principle thing.
Well, our thing was like, I don't feel comfortable sending money with Dean, especially when he goes to his dad's for that, because then I can see his dad just kind of taking the money, and then that's that.
Send it with Jude.
Well,
And have Jude give it to his teacher.
we
to Dean's
talked
teacher.
about it, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna send money and just take it to the school and say, hey, like, I forgot to give this to Dean, and like, he's supposed to go on this day, which I'll probably just do that Thursday morning. But our thing too was, we could see his dad being like, oh, he got you stuff, and then never
Never seeing it.
So it's like, I'm just gonna take, since I have Dean from this weekend until Wednesday, I'm just gonna take him to the store and be like, my biggest thing is like, I just want you to get something for your brothers. Dad and I don't care. Just get something for your brothers. So, but I told Vince, it's like, I'm going to give Jude 20. I was going to donate 20 to the school just in case, and then probably just give Dean 20, and then
Just hope for the best when he comes back. So
Yeah.
what are you guys doing for Christmas then?
it's just me, Jude, baby, or Sammy, and Vince.
Well, no, but are you going to wait to open Christmas gifts when Dean comes back, or have all his in a pile and he
I think we're
doesn't?
just going to have all of his, like, in a pile, and then when he gets home, be like, here's all your gifts.
I would recommend that with his pile, sorry, I don't know why I'm. With his pile, also hold back one gift of each of yours. One of yours, one of Vinny's, one of Jude's, one of Sammy's, so that when he comes back, it's a family thing and not just him opening his gifts.
That's a good idea.
That would be
And
a
then
better
that
idea.
way, the kids here won't miss out on Christmas morning, and then they also won't miss out on opening things with their brother when he
Yeah.
comes home.
I think we might have to do that.
So-
I really didn't know how to do it because
It's hard.
His dad, I think last year, just opened up everything like that week that he had him, and then I just took him for the Christmas vacation. So I mean, I really don't want to be like, hey, here, just open everything up in front of your brother. And
Right. Well, and then,
Like-
this way everybody has something to open,
yeah.
while he's opening his.
But yeah, no, I think we might just do that. I don't know.
We'll be opening Christmas morning. Because I have both my children on the same day. So.
Yay.
Yay.
This isn't my year.
And even though they've been bugging me to open, can we just open one gift? Can we just open one gift?
I'm so glad that I haven't hit that stage yet.
God, and it's coming from Lexi.
See, and this is like my laid
And she's
back year.
13.
I don't have to do any Christmas shopping. Well, except for, like my folks and you guys. But
Don't be getting us anything.
But like
Right.
but when it
we did
comes
Secret
to
Santa for a reason.
when it comes to my kid, like she's not going to be back until January. January 2nd,
Discount.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm going to start my Christmas shopping when everything goes on sale and and then I'll buy a couple BS things for myself, just to put something under the tree cuz she noticed. And I didn't even think of it, and it was
Right.
just one of the saddest things. Like, Mom, how come you're not opening anything? Santa mad at you? Were you bad?
Yes.
And I'm like, maybe a little.
Maybe.
Well, if you want, before she leaves, I can take her shopping and let her, you give her a budget and I can let her pick stuff out. Because I'm going to make you take my kids.
Quid pro quo.
Yes. Be like, I'll even wrap them because I don't know if Maya can wrap.
Oh, goodness.
I got
she
extra
like-
gift bags from last year.
She sure likes to try.
I always like watching like on TikTok like how they have those like cool little tricks on wrapping shit, and I was like,
I used to work
wanna
at
try
a
that.
Hallmark store. I used to
Oh,
know
yeah?
how to make these like beautiful bows. And I
Not
don't
anymore.
remember. I have racked my brain and like sat down with the bow and I'm like, I just don't remember.
Yeah, no, some of my gifts would look all pretty and shit, and then
Right.
like you could tell I get so tired because
Oh,
it
yeah.
just goes like down the
Downhill.
fucking head. Yeah, so I was like,
It's the opposite of pancakes. Your
Yeah,
first one
right.
looks great, but your last
Oh
one
no,
looks
mine
horrible.
is usually the first one looks like shit.
That's what I'm
then
saying.
they
It's the
go,
opposite of
okay.
pancakes.
Yeah, no.
How about the parenting Christmas Eve night where you literally stay up all night assembling shit?
Nope. I haven't done that in years.
I've only done that
done it in
once.
years.
When she was a toddler, that was when there was the most stuff to assemble. But I kind of came at it like, I'm going to put everything together tonight so that she
Right.
can just walk in tomorrow and
And
like,
just see it.
psh, psh, and play. Like it was, Christmas morning, and then there wasn't as much trash. There wasn't, but I had to get her to go to sleep first before
Right.
the party even started. And yeah.
See, I haven't done that for the boys yet, but I did it for my little sister when my dad was deployed. They got her like one of the Barbie little sets, those batteries are a bitch to put in. All I can remember was, my kids aren't having these, and I'm not having fucking kids. God.
I never put the batteries in anything that Lexi ever got as a kid. My grandma, so her great grandma, got her the most expensive kitchen play thing that you can imagine back then.
Oh,
so this was like 10 years ago. And so we had that sucker for years. And Lexi went and played at somebody's house, and she's like, hey, my shit's broke. Because the burner don't work, the microwave don't ding, and the phone doesn't ring. And she came home, she goes, Mommy, why's my things broke? I said, because I never put the batteries in it. I didn't want the noise. But she played with it for hours and months and years. I mean, I moved that thing 4 or 5 times as we moved our life around.
Right.
You know? I was like, you just had just as much fun without the noise.
Well, that's what Vince and I always ask, if anyone gets the boys anything, never any of the toys that make fucking noise. Because we've had toys just go off when no one was around it.
Oh,
so
yes.
we're always like, no. And then we always have that friend, too, that always gets those toys, and then we're like, we're taking the batteries out of this.
Until they come home with a drum set.
I did that to my father because my sister's 19 years younger than I am.
Vince's mom did that to me. Jude's first Christmas, and all I could do was.
Yeah.
And my mom also did it the same year too, and I was like,
These will stay at grandma's house.
You know what the worst one was? The freaking drone. What are those little tiny things that fly? Yeah, well, they also get stuck in her hair. Like, they dive bomb her. And, I mean, it's happened like 3 times. I will not let those things in my house.
Yeah, fuck that.
And then, like,
I don't
Maya,
let slime.
If she comes
Oh, yeah,
around, I'm
no,
like,
but-
girl, take cover.
My mother bought, I don't know, if it was Shelby or Lexi. It was probably Lexi, an easy bake oven. And I was like, guess what? You get to play with it at grandma's house. Because I don't want that mess in my house. I don't want you to try to cook your Barbie doll. Which Lexi never played with Barbie dolls. She had G.I. Joes and Hot Wheels. So I'm shocked she played with an easy bake oven. But anyways, yeah, I have 2 extremes. Lexi never played with dolls, and Shelby loves dolls. And they both love Hot Wheels, so I don't get that. Maybe because I drive too crazy. Could be my fault.
See, that's it. My mom got the boys, and I even got the boys slime. And then my mom also sent a thing of like Play-Doh, which they haven't came out. And I think my mom also sent like paint. There is a box like in our room that's just hidden with all this shit that she sent. That Vince is like, no. But I found like a TikToker. I mean, there's several of them, but there's one I follow. She makes slime, but it's one of them that she sells is the Simpsons. So it has like the big donut, the Simpsons donut and everything.
No,
and I was like, oh man, that looks so cool. Like, just watching them do their slime, I'm always like wanted to be there playing with it too. And then it's like, I saw the Simpsons on one of them. I was like, okay, the boys loves the Simpsons. So I was like, I might have to get 1 or 2 for them. But Vince will probably kill me too for it.
Yeah.
But
Lexi and her friend Lauren made slime in my house once. And this is the reason why I don't allow slime in my house. Because it literally looked like a flower bomb went off in my house. And when we moved out of this house, so like 6 months after them making slime, I was still finding flour in kitchen drawers. So that was...
Like baking flour? Like, I'm going to make a cake flour?
Yes, you use flour and slime and glue and all sorts of shit. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. They were trying to make slime.
I always love, because my mom used to, I forget what's in it, but it's always the stuff like when it's laying down, it looks all watery and shit. But when you pick it up, it's all slimy.
It's liquidy.
Yeah. And it's like, I always love that shit. I always love playing with it. I always had my mom always make us shit because I just love sitting there just playing with it. But it was always in the kitchen too.
So after that, I never allowed slime in my house. And I don't allow those jelly beans. The Harry Potter jelly beans. What is that shit called? Boogle something or...
Yeah.
Bunzel. Not Bunzel. That's a word.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so the
but-
jelly beans are all raunchy flavors, or could be raunchy flavors. Yeah,
Okay,
Lexi
yeah.
got sick after playing that game, and I was like, nope, no more jelly beans, or no more of those jelly beans, and no more slime. Like, literally. So Shelby's going to a birthday party on Sunday, and I always ask the parent, what does the child need or want, because I don't ever want to show up with a present and be like, oh, that's not allowed in our house.
Right.
And so the little girl's allowed to have slime, and I was like, oh my God, Shelby, you'd be in heaven in your house, because all she wants to do is make slime, and I'm a mean mom and don't allow it.
Right.
And the lady's like, well, she's welcome to come play anytime, and I was like, I'll let her know. So
But it was the thing, because for Shelby's birthday, I found like the unicorn slime, and I thought about being that parent going, I know she said no slime, but
yeah,
here's
no,
some, but-
thankfully nobody at Shelby's party bought slime.
Lexi kept on telling me that I should have. I'm like, no, I don't want. I wanted to be that. Trust me, I thought about it and wanted to be that parent, but at the same time, no.
Because I'd be making her go to Walmart and return it. Be like, gotta
Yup.
pick something else. I'm serious. I won't allow, like, Aaron and Isaiah would come home, and sometimes Lexi from Challengers after, like, they make slime and stuff and some other things, and I was like, where does that go?
In the trash.
In the trash.
In the trash.
Because I would find it. Like,
Right. Oh no,
in their
I know
hair,
exactly what you mean.
in their beds, on the floor,
Yep.
all over.
And
and
we
like,
always found it like in
She
the clothes.
spilled it in the car.
oh yeah. Like,
Spilled it all over the old house. I don't know how much putty I tried to scrape up out of those
yeah,
carpets.
I was like, I told them, I was like, this is a brand new, pretty much a brand new house. I was like, we aren't going to do the same shit we might have done three houses ago. Like,
exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Like, this house isn't falling apart. This house took man hours, and they did great work. You know, everything's going to have some flaws in things, you know, when things settle or whatever. Or their idea didn't really work as they planned.
Right.
Because, you know, I need a transition thing in my living room because the floor is just so wide that it's starting to separate or whatever. So, but yeah, I told the kids, I was like, you guys will respect this house. Like, no snacks in your bedroom, nothing but water in your bedroom. If you make a mess, you gonna sweep it up. Like,
Yep.
pick up your trash. Like, that's my biggest thing is like, how can you live like slobs? Like, how can they live with their rooms gross? Like, I
think
figured
that-
my ADD would go like haywire.
Right.
My OCD, I mean.
I think they have tunnel vision.
They don't
Like,
see the shit?
All they can
Yeah.
see is what they're currently like on, and they just don't have the. I
Well,
don't
just,
know.
like,
it drives me nuts because I
Vince's-
just bark.
Vince's mom got so pissed off with the boys. Actually, I think it was Wednesday, because the night before they really didn't eat dinner because they didn't want to eat it. So I let them eat cereal, and I let them eat it in their bed, which became a big mistake because I told Vince before he came to bed, I was like, "Hey, check on the boys, make sure they're asleep, make sure they don't have their food in their beds." I guess he didn't check about the food because Dean had like cereal all in his bed.
shit.
His mom cleaned their room, and she, like, once we got home from school, she laid into them because they both had like cereal in their bed, which I didn't know of. And she's like, "I cleaned your room again," and it's about the only reason Vince likes his mom over at our house besides babysitting. No, because talked about the whole daycare there at work, and I told him, it's like, we need to get the boys into this daycare. I don't care how far away long it will take. It's just, when is your mom gonna say, okay, I had enough of being in the town or babysitting, like she's ready to go or she's ready to get a job or something. And it's like, how long do we have for that until she does this? And then I was like, we need to get him in the daycare. And he's like, but I like it when mom comes. And then she cleans the whole house. Which, I mean, she does the dishes. She mops and sweeps my floors. Cleans the boys' room.
Right.
I want a
Like-
maid. Just to clean my bathrooms, like once a week.
Oh,
And
no,
you know how she's able to do this?
because she gets to go home and sleep through the night.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
And we don't.
Okay,
Nope.
thank you.
That
No.
is why we don't clean the house when we're home with the baby
Yes.
24/7, because other people like the maid or grandma or whatever, they get to go home and sleep through the night.
Yes.
And
Well, I don't know. My kids slept.
yeah.
I'm
no.
an oddball. My
No.
kids slept from the moment they came out. They were night sleepers and
That was the
slept
thing.
like 6
'cause
hours.
Even when I was on maternity leave, Vince would come home and was like, "Why didn't you unpack like these boxes or whatever? Why didn't you clean the house?" So I'm like, "I'm so tired." And he's like, "Well, it would help if you just put the baby down every now and then." And like, I mean, I started taking pictures of me having him down by himself and asleep. But even when he was asleep, I'm like, I still have no motivation.
We do
to
lose
do
lack
it.
of motivation.
Just because, well, I mean, I'm tired because I'm getting up through the night with Sammy. I'm getting up early in the morning just to take the boys to school. And then you expect me to still clean the whole house or unpack. And it's like, I get that he gets tired too because he just worked his like 9-hour or whatever shift. And then
But
he
you
doesn't-
still need to help with the housework. I recommend a chore chart for anybody.
Actually, we looked one up. I had several up for Pinterest. Like, it gave you a breakdown of like each, like during the week, like what room to work on, and then like at the end of the week, like I think on the Sunday, you worry about like a deep clean of like certain rooms, and it's like,
Chore chart for everyone. I believe anybody who lives in that, well, besides Sammy, because he really can't do anything.
but he has to go clean his room.
I don't know.
Well, I
Put
mean,
him
you
on
can't
the
even do
floor
nothing
and
but
let him
drool.
drool. Yeah, and then he'll help you mop.
But, you know, the two older kids and you and Vinny, I honestly personally think if you live in the household, you need to help clean it. And I've told that and preached that to my kids. And plus, it teaches them how to clean when they get
Well,
older.
Vince is trying to get the boys to like sweep, and we got 2 brooms so they could sweep.
I don't think they'll
but-
ever learn that. That's just about as jumping jacks.
Yeah, no, just watching them try to sweep. It's
And that's
like,
fine. Let them sweep, and then after they go to bed, then you go behind them and re-sweep. Don't re-sweep in front of them.
I got a
I
kick-ass
can do that.
dustbuster.
I need to buy a
it
new
was
one.
like-
All my ones are broke.
It was like $80 on sale.
Oh, hell no, not Spanish.
And but
Wait,
it's
what is
cool.
it?
It's a dustbuster.
What is the
And
It's like a little vacuum.
handheld vacuum. but it has this attachment that you can put on the front that makes it like a vacuum. So, and it's a pet. It's for pets. But you know, the equivalent of that is children as well.
Yes.
They should put pets and kids. And you know, so like I just follow her around with the dustbuster. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
At the other house, we had the. It was a knockoff of like the iRobot.
I so want one of those, maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
we've been.
I can't pull the trigger and spend $200 on
Don't
fat
order
food.
it on
no,
Wish.
this one we.
Yes, please do not
order it on Wish.
We got this one at Walmart. We spent $100 on it, and I mean, we still have it. We just need to get it. So it kind of got broken in the process of moving and shit. So we were gonna get the replacement for it, but we also talked about getting the one that is like a mop and a vacuum all together.
How does that work?
I don't know. My luck, the damn thing
Does
would
it
get
have a water
confused.
tank?
It has a water tank somewhere in it, but like I think it is like you vacuum first, and then like it'll go to its little home, then you like empty it out, and then you, yeah. But then they they have ones that are like 2-in-1, like the mop and the vacuum, and then they have the like its own little home where it charges. That it empties itself out in there, and then gets its water, and then does all the cleaning that way too.
I might have to look into those, maybe.
I mean, they're pretty like up there, but and I mean we want one, but it's like trying to pull the trigger for like $200-$300 like
Household appliance.
Yes.
That doesn't really give you anything.
With our hardwood floors or linoleum, whatever they are, I have a microfiber broom that's like this wide and it's
Yes.
flat. It's like one of those huge Swiffers, but you can wash the thing instead of having to use their pads. So I do that, and then I got a floor steamer,
Yep.
and that's just water. It's literally just water. and I like that thing.
I broke down
So-
and got one of the TikTok mops that it's a regular mop, but you put it in like its little spinny thing. And you press
Oh,
the
yeah,
pedal
yeah,
and then
yeah.
it spins. Yeah, I broke down and got one. Vince is like, at that time, because I spent it with my own money and everything. He's like, how much you would spend on that? I was like, you don't want to know. For a mop, you don't want to know. He's
That's
like, no,
funny.
really? How much you spend on it? It's like $30.
That's not bad.
It's not bad compared to
No.
like
Right?
some of the other ones that they were showing on that was basically the same thing, but it was like
Shit's
$30.
expensive no matter where you spend it. It's groceries increasing now. Household appliances are
Appliances.
increasing. Household cleaning products are increasing.
But I am seeing more stuff that's made in the USA.
Well, that's good.
And in my opinion, people need to be putting their money where their mouth is. You know, if you want to support the U.S., buy U.S. products. You know, like if you don't want to support Amazon, then don't order stuff off of Amazon. You know, if you don't like McDonald's wages, don't eat there. You know,
Exactly.
like start putting your money where your mouth is, and let's let that drive us. That's kind of how I feel about it.
either way, I'm buying Starbucks.
Or you get your own espresso machine. Save money.
No,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Starbucks. Like that is like my
Crack.
like,
yes.
yeah, I know all the girls there. I love them all. The guys too. You know, like I love them.
When
They're
I went
like
there, it was a
extended
young boy.
family.
But I've only been there twice. I think once inside the building.
They have a few gentlemen that work there.
But when Mr. J and I went on our date, there was a young boy there.
No, I went there for like a while. I mean, it was like maybe twice a week or so, and then especially when I was working like my night shifts at McDonald's while the boys were in preschool, I just went to the Root, and then they have the bottomless cup of coffee, which is like only like $3 just for this big ass mug, and it's like even if you get done with it, it's a free refill.
Nice.
So I just spent like I would take my laptop and just like bullshit and just sat there and just that was my way of having a cup of coffee. And I mean that was so much cheaper than doing Starbucks. But once I moved back in with Vince and I was still doing that, he's like, why don't you just make your coffee here at home? Like,
Right?
and I mean then I started doing that, and I mean it did save me a whole lot of money, but
It gave you
There were-
something to do.
yeah, it was my own little peace of mind, like
Right.
And you're
my
supposed
thing.
to pay yourself, so you paid yourself with coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah, remember to treat yourself, pay yourself. You're working hard. Make sure you buy yourself something.
I bought me an advent calendar that was coffee, and I have not opened it.
You're like 9 days behind.
Well, it's the K-Cups. I didn't realize it was going to be the K-Cups.
Well, how did you expect coffee to be behind the little ass doors?
Maybe
Bags.
little baggies.
Yeah, little baggies.
There are drugs. So
Why wouldn't a coffee come the same way as
drugs. You're right.
Why are you looking over there? Oh my lord. Please help us, Jesus.
I've also thought about just getting like a Keurig again, just so
You can use your K-Cups.
Yes, or like
6 months later.
Well, I mean, they got it where you got like the K cups, but it's like just a filter so you could put your own coffee in.
Oh, okay.
So it was
Shit.
like, so I don't have to buy like the K cups, but like with my own little coffee pot, I usually make 4 cups of coffee, and I don't drink all 4 cups of coffee.
Well, you can make them
Like-
2 at a time, you know.
Well, I know, but like at the same time, I'm like, if I want more, I don't want to keep making.
And the sooner that you drink it after it's brewed, the more caffeine it has.
Oh, okay.
So
I
if
did-
you make 2
that's-
cups, drink it, and then make 2 more cups, and then carry on, then you're got an extra pep in your step.
Well, before we end this, we better do what Vinny asked.
I don't know what the Vinny asked.
We are officially on Bonfire, so look for Squatch Shack. Sorry, tongue twister for me. We have official merchandise. Check it out on bonfire.com. store/squash-shack. And you can get a t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, and a hoodie. And eventually we'll have designs for a cup from our good friend Lauren. So you can support us wherever you live. Since apparently some people from Australia listen to us.
Hey,
And I guess all the men who listen to us, they can get a pink shirt. Because even men wear pink.
Oh, before we leave too, because I told Mike I was gonna correct myself.
He's
Mike
still a
is-
boomer.
He's not a boomer. He's just a Gen X.
If
I
you
wasn't
act-
saying Mike was a boomer though, but
Anyways, if you act like a certain generation, even though your birthday puts you in a different, you're still that generation, in my opinion. Because I'm a millennial. I mean, I don't know. But I feel myself more as a Gen X. Is that one right before us?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I am. I just know I'm old.
Oh my God, Roberta, we're not old. Let's see. You're better at the go gadget crap.
Go gadget Google.
There we go. See?
What year were you?
1872.
Did you say 18? You mean 1972?
1972.
It's been 84 years. No, it's 1977.
You're a Gen X.
I'm an old soul.
You're a Gen X.
That's what we used to call it when
An old
things made
soul.
sense. I'm an old soul.
I'm just a young person.
I'm on my 16th life.
So I'm a Generation Y.
How'd you find that out?
I don't know, just a generation names explained. But I don't remember anybody ever talking about a Gen Y, so.
I think that's very far and few.
Is there a Z? X, Y, and Z?
Generation X was born in 1965 to 1980, so it was.
Oh, that's me. Ugh.
And then, referred to as the millennials, are 1981 to 1996 is Gen Y, and then Gen Z is our children.
Yeah.
Well, most of our children. When was?
Sammy?
Well, no, when was Jude and Dean?
Jude is 2014 and Dean is 2016.
Okay, so your two children are in the Generation Alpha.
Oh, we're starting at the alphabet over. Okay. X, Y,
So I
and
have
okay.
one Gen Z and one Gen Alpha. And you have a Gen Z. Well, no.
2011.
Yeah, so Maya's a Gen Z. See, I always thought of myself as a Gen X and not a millennial.
I just think of it.
And some days I feel like a boomer. Because some days I can't get out of bed. Because my foot, my knees, my back.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Oh my God, all the time sometimes.
I don't know. The doctor gave me arthritis medicine, and I'm digging it.
I go, and thank you for my lovely mother and my lovely genes I got from this crazy ass family. I have adult acne. I didn't have acne as a teenager. No, we're going to give you at 38 and just so. So I go next week.
To the dermatologist.
If not, I'll go to my doctor and be like, okay, fix this shit.
Well, your doctor's gonna send you to a dermatologist.
Right.
Well, my mother takes an antibiotics for hers. So I don't know.
Isn't birth control supposed to help with
Is
that
it
too?
an antibiotic pill or antibiotic cream?
I think a pill. I don't know. She's been taking it for years.
But antibiotic resistance is like a thing.
Beats the
Yeah.
fuck out of me. I don't care what the lady gives me as long as I get rid of this shit on my face. It's been here since like September.
Huh.
But yes, antibiotics. That's why I'm also going to get back on my IUD because I'm like, I'm a little afraid of the depot. And not working as well as the IUD because I don't need no damn baby at 38 either. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
I like the Nuva ring. I like that one.
That thing
best.
didn't work for me.
I still like my Devo.
It gave
It's
me a
just-
migraine.
Oh.
Worst headache ever. I had a
Yeah.
headache for fucking 3 weeks straight.
Ugh,
Yeah, I
fuck
know.
that.
Because she said it like did an overdrive of my hormones. And that thing was just weird. putting it in you.
It's like a tampon.
I hate tampons.
Tampons come with a stick, an
Right.
applicator, and you shove it in there, and then you push it, and then you pull out. The new ring just gives you a ring, and you go, here's 2 fingers.
And they're like, good luck.
Good luck for aiming it in the right spot.
It sounds like the period cup kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never used one of those.
I have one, and I've tried to use it. My best friend swears by them, but I can't get that thing to work for me.
I tried.
I said, fuck it.
I really
Conversation just went,
wanted.
woo!
I really wanted that to work, but yeah, I always wore backup.
Wait,
The cup.
Oh,
the
yeah.
period cup. I always wore a backup, like pad,
no.
just in case, because I
My-
never trusted
my
it.
best friend, I think
Yeah,
she
but wouldn't
wore-
it be sloppy when it's coming out? Like when you're
Yes.
coming out to dump it, I guess.
Yes.
Is it? I don't know.
Yes.
I always thought so.
Yes.
So.
Or is there like a little
That's the type
tap
of
on the
thing.
end and you twist
No.
it and it comes out
Well,
like a picture?
you can wear it for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
So that's the type of thing
Wait a
where
minute,
you
how
have.
can that be safe? Because you can get really sick for wearing a tampon. more than
Because
like
a
6
tampon is a paper product that is made out of recycled trash that you're inserting into your body, and your body's absorbing it.
I'm so glad I take birth control that prevents me to
But-
have one.
But that cup is just a piece of clean rubber that is going inside of you and catching your own blood that you've already that you made, that you're exposed to. I mean, but yes, be prepared. Get in
Being
the
a
shower.
woman sucks.
It feels
Yes,
like.
it does.
And
That's
why
what,
does everything starts with men that we have problems with? Menopause, menstrual cycle, mental
men-
health issues.
Men is our biggest issue.
we ride at dawn.
Power to the ladies. Shit, fire fuck. I hope, Mike, you're enjoying this when you listen to it. Should you think we're a hoot?
He'll probably be like, well, I got so many shout outs just on this one.
Dude,
But yeah.
dude.
Dean's been so obsessed with Mike here lately, too. Because each time I pick him up, or especially from his dad's or from school, it's always, can we go see Uncle Mikey? Well, not today. Like, we don't know when Uncle Mikey's going to get off work. Sunday, I picked him up from his dad's, and he asked me to go see Uncle Mikey. And he seriously just sat in the back, pouting, ready to cry because he wanted to go see his Uncle Mikey. So I was like, Saturday, we're gonna go see Uncle Mikey. Saturday is fight night. Like, you could go see your Uncle Mikey then, but until then, and then I mean, ever since after that, it was, can we go
I
see
thought
Uncle
they
Mikey?
record on Wednesdays. Oh, wait, he goes to his dad on Wednesdays.
Yeah,
Never mind.
they record on Wednesdays. Fight nights are on Saturdays. So they just do the recording on Wednesdays so they could get their picks for fights and football all in before everything like football goes for their games, and because they got a whole big score on who has whose team or what team, and
Is that their fantasy?
not really. I mean, with the fantasy, you pick like the players, which we did that. I would say it was last year, and I got into it. Although I'm over here going, Vince, how do I do this? Like, this player is like out for this like today, like, and I mean, it was just funny because like I always went up against people. I was like, okay, am I gonna win? Am I gonna win? And then I also was picking the teams with them. And it was always funny too, because I wasn't following the teams. I was just over here going, okay, ESPN, okay, like my Seahawks, they're like 4-8, and so it was like, who are they going to? Okay, they have a better like track record. I'm gonna go against my Seahawks. I just went with whoever had a better track record for that, and they was being fun to me for that. But I was like kind of almost the one that was winning on that shit.
As you were kicking their asses.
Yeah, I played
Yes.
fantasy football one time with a group of gentlemen and women or whatever, employees at Walmart. And when we worked at the Walmart in Joplin on 15th Street. Never played it ever. And I placed second. And all I can remember is I picked my defense. So second round, I picked my defense and I picked the Bears because they were actually good back then. So that tells you how long ago I played fantasy football. And everyone's like, oh my God, did she really just pick her freaking defense? Like, again, I mean, because, like, Lexi's dad was trying to tell me how to pick and how to strategize. I'm like, motherfucker, you made me do this. I'm just going to wing it.
Right.
Like, I wing everything else I don't understand. And I placed second, and I brought home, like, $220. And I was like, how much you bring home?
Nice.
He goes, "No, like, that's what you get, bitch.
Yeah, no, like, I just, like, Mike and all of them are over here, like, that day was, like, picking all their players. And I'm like, I waited. It is like, I'll get whoever the hell I get. Like, I don't care. And then I'm asking Vince, it's like, should I trade this person? Like, what do I do? Vince is basically almost playing for me. I kind of finally got a hang of it, so I was playing, but, like...
Yep.
If ladies had a fantasy thing, what would it be? I mean, like, mine would be coffee. It'd be like, okay, so I'm gonna, like, I don't know, do a different coffee every day for a month or something. I don't know.
I'd be so down for that.
Try all the different bubble baths. But I can't because I have eczema and I can't do anything with colors or smells.
I actually follow, again, a lot of other ones on TikTok. They have body butters.
We need to be sponsored by TikTok.
Fucking TikTok.
And Starbucks.
I have a new phone, still have not downloaded TikTok.
Oh my God, girl,
but
you need
somebody else's. So I got this new phone number, and I have gotten like 5,000 text messages of a code for some sad sack out there that's trying to download TikTok.
I thought it was Instagram.
Whatever.
Did that one stop too?
Aren't they the same?
No. Instagram are
Lord.
pictures.
Okay, so
And TikTok are videos with some pictures, but they make them.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I think it's Instagram.
Yeah. Sorry.
Whoever had, like, my old phone, I'll try to get into my Samsung number, and it'll send, like, it to my old phone. Like
Oh, shit.
Verification code.
Yeah, today I started text messaging people with similar numbers to mine. Are you trying to download TikTok? Please stop. Instagram, like, please, either learn your phone number or stop.
Right.
They're probably trying to get in. They probably got a new phone number and trying to get into the old one, and that has their security verification is still linked to the old phone number.
Well,
how
they
mine
should have
is.
held this number back for 90 days before they reissued it
Well,
to
I
me.
get that, but you got to think maybe somebody again upgraded their phone, or they're after losing that phone number. Who knows? I don't know. Anyways, my fantasy would be I don't know. I don't drink coffee. I don't really take baths. Probably somebody clean my motherfucking house. For age appropriateness, we'll talk about other stuff when the chitlins are in bed. Right. Anyways.
I would seriously have to say mine would probably be still coffee.
Yeah.
Or doing, actually, as we speak of bath bombs, Vince ordered, what was it? There was one time he ordered me the bath bomb with the candle that has the hidden jewelry.
Oh,
And
cool.
it had like, it was a mermaid one. I was like, oh my God, I fucking love you. Because I've been like staring at this goddamn thing for like a while, been wanting to do it. So he got he subscribed to it by accident. So we've been getting it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
So before we moved, I was supposed to get like 3 bath bombs that were like sunflowers. Didn't get those. My last one I got, but now we don't have a bath, so I can't use the bath bomb. But I still have the candle that I haven't burnt. And then I guess we got like more boxes from them at the other house. So we're like, okay, we need to get those.
And you need to unsubscribe if you don't want to use it anymore.
I still want I still want the candle, because the candle I can
Has the
still,
surprise in it.
It has the ringing it too.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, the bath bombs, like I can like just get them out. Like you guys keep the can like the
my kids
rings.
love bath
But give me that
bombs.
jewelry. When you get that jewelry out of that bath bomb, give it to me.
The mermaid one, I loved it because like I put it in my bath and then it was like an ocean blue. Like it was really dark and sparkly and shit. It smelled amazing. The candle smells amazing. I mean, I love it. He was going to get rid of it, but he's like, like the boys always get something. I usually get something. Like you always give me something. He's like, you really don't get anything. He's like, I'm just gonna keep doing this, and I'm like, yes, I love. Like
I
this
do a
is the
makeup
one
box.
thing.
That's what we maybe should consider talking about one of these days is all the different subscription services that are out there.
Yes.
Like I think my favorite subscription service that I've seen so far advertised is actually for dudes. It was like you get this really cool man bag. They send you knives, they send you tools, they send you like all sorts of stuff, and you get it like once a month. And I think it
that'd be
was
cool.
like $50. And I was like, man, I want that stuff.
Right.
That is badass.
She just wants the bag.
That too. That and the knives. Oh my God, I have no knives. I didn't realize I have no knives in my house.
Oh, I gotta add a can opener to my
Oh my God.
grocery list because mine broke.
We had taco soup yesterday. I had to open 4 cans, and my can opener doesn't really work. So I pretty much progressively poked holes. I perforated it. And then once it was perforated, I pried it open with my teeth. No, not my teeth. I'm just
You're
saying.
talented. You open a can with your teeth.
It was a damn struggle. Like, I have got to order a can opener, like a real one, an electric one, a remote one. Have you seen those?
Where you just stick it on there and push the button?
It's like, it's home, its charging bay lives like up underneath your cupboard, but then you can take it, separate it, and it's totally cordless, and you just like pop it on your can and it goes all around by itself like a little...
Oh man, that sounds cool.
I know, like, I need this in my life. Like,
I'll just go buy a manual can
because
opener.
I am not perforating another freaking can. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, mine's broke.
I'm like, oh, shoot me now.
Right.
Oh, my little Shelby's asleep on my chair.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it's 8:30. It's bedtime.
Yep,
I bet.
it's about that
I'm just still
time.
gonna have to go to Walmart and get some more formula for Sammy.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Aw.
We ran out today, so I put breast milk in the fridge for his mom, just in case when she ran out. So, yeah,
Did that get used up?
for the most part. I think Vince used the rest of it for this. So,
Oh, right.
I mean, I still got some more breast milk in the freezer, but I rather use that for like emergencies.
Right.
And then, like, I don't mind him drinking the formula through the day. And then, like, because usually once I get home, he just eats off of me. And then we call shake.
Do you know
Make yourself sound
I
like a
know.
buffet.
there is a difference between daytime milk and evening milk?
I did not.
So
I
when
just
you
learned-
pump, make a note of it on the bag if it's daytime
Okay.
milk or evening milk.
Because I just learned off of TikTok, too. Fucking TikTok.
I'm telling y'all.
Yeah.
TikTok needs to sponsor us.
Because they were talking about, like, the color of your milk.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on, like, how
What
much
you eat?
fat is in your milk. Like, the fatty foods and shit. I was like, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
no. There's fore milk and there's hind milk. And the fore milk is not as thick as the hind milk. So the fore milk is like, so when you're pumping, you pump your fore milk first.
Uh-huh.
And that is going to be like more frothy. And then your hind milk is going to be the milk that has the bulk of the nutrition in it and the good fats. Like, when you think of breast milk, don't think of like fast food fat. It's not the
Right.
same. We're talking like, oh, hold on a sec. There's good fats, there's bad fats.
Right.
There's omega-3s, there's omega-6s. You know, like your breast milk is omega-3s. Like
Right.
that's the good shit right there.
Well, see,
That's
like,
why it's called liquid gold. And then you grow
Right.
up and get Velveeta cheese.
Well, see, like, I started kind of questioning some of my milk because the ones I put in the bag and, like, I freeze, there's some of them, like, you could completely, like, see through.
They're separate. Yes,
And
it
I was like-
separates. And the fore milk is going to rise to the top, and the hind milk is going to sink because it's heavier.
Okay.
But
well, I didn't know if that
You
was, like,
warm it
normal.
up and then mix it back up again.
Well, see, like, I didn't know if it was normal or not, because this is the longest
I've
gone.
seen green breast milk. And that's
But-
just because they ate like a whole bunch of greens the day before. You know, like greens, salad, spinach, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you know, the most incredible thing about breast milk is the baby's saliva tells your body exactly what they need and you make it.
I saw a video. Breastfeeding moms, like, they like to kiss their baby the most because just the kissing of, like, their face tells your body what kind of milk you need to make for the baby. And it's like, well, now that explains a lot why I'm just, like, randomly just, like, going kissing his.
And why you're
Right.
so tired because the
Yes.
baby is taking all your nutrients.
Oh yeah.
You know, you still
Damn
need to
you
be
kids.
taking your vitamins.
Right. Yeah, I know.
But we still love you. Even though you drive us crazy.
You know, speaking of liquid gold, you should give her some gold so she could put on her face.
Oh yeah, you can always use some breast.
I can't see my face.
I'm not even kidding. Like when my eczema would break out the most, I would put some breast milk on there.
KJ,
And
I love you, but I don't want your
telling
your
you,
booby milk.
I'm telling you guys.
Well, no, because
That's where
Davey
it's
had
at.
that baby, like, acne going on really bad, and even his doctor was like, oh yeah, just, like, pump some extra out.
There was
and,
no
like,
pumping. It was like, baby, hold still.
Yeah, no, she was like, just pump some, and, like, when you
Yep.
give him a bath, just, like, rub it, like, put it in his hair, rub it on his
Yep.
and that would clear the shit up.
Yep.
They
That's for your baby. That's good. Take care of your baby, but I don't want any.
you sure? I mean, I think I got, like, a small bit.
Breast milk cures pink eye.
Oh, yeah, no.
It fights infections. It kills HIV.
They say to, like, if you're once, like, if they get real sick and then, like, their eyes get all puffy and swollen and shit, just do, like, a couple drops of breast milk. And it's like, god damn,
Yep.
more breast milk.
It is literally liquid gold.
I think especially once he starts teething, like I told Vince, it's like, I'm gonna just pump, put some, like, in the ice tray.
Yes.
And then we got, like, those little mesh kind of
And let
teething
him chew
things.
on
So
it.
just let him start chewing on that.
Yep.
Because we tried it with Jude, and then I think Dean too, of putting, like, frozen food in there. But he's definitely not to the point to where he can have the frozen food. So it's like, I could just do the breast milk and we could call
Yep.
shit good. And it was like, yeah, this is going to be like a big ass mess. Like, never mind. But since he's getting a tooth in too, it's like,
Oh, he's getting a tooth.
yeah, he's getting a tooth, like, down at the bottom. And it's like, you're getting a tooth on the bottom while your brother's wishing for his 2 front teeth for Christmas. But it's like, Vince is like, oh, you're getting a tooth coming in. Like, you're done with the movie. And because I always said, like, with the boys, like, once they start getting their teeth in, I was done. Like, that's my cutoff point. But with Jude and Dean, like, I cut them off way before then because I was going to work and trying to pump while working with, especially at McDonald's, was a bitch. And again, this is the longest I've actually ever breastfed.
You know, after we did extended breastfeeding because Maya was diagnosed with Crohn's at a year old. So I breastfed her for 3.5 years. And when the teeth came in, it only took her 2 times to bite me. And I popped her off, set her down, and walked away. And she didn't bite me again after that. Because it's like, they learn very quickly, like, oh, I chomped on mom,
That
and then
shit
dinner
hurts.
ended. Like, this is obviously unacceptable. So, yeah, it only took a couple times. And you just, you don't want to give a huge reaction to it, because then they think it's funny, or they think it's a game and it's an innocent, misconception.
See, that's the thing. I just feel like if that happens to me, I'm gonna make a big scene of it, and then it's
That's
gonna
why you
be-
walk away. That's why you pop them off, put them down,
done.
and walk away, and then go like,
right.
cry.
Right.
I'm tearing things up.
Yes, she don't do well in her corner. Her new and improved
Vince
corner.
was trying to figure out like your whole little corner area.
Well, I'm flappy.
Well, no, because he had the door shut, and it was colder in here, and the connection to everything was shit. So.
But the ventilation is pretty good, because I smoked 2 cigarettes and she didn't melt.
Nope, I haven't melted yet.
Good job.
We're talking about, or he's talking about getting, I don't think we're gonna get the exhaust fan or whatever just yet, but he's gonna keep a switch open for it. So we got more improvements on that happy merry way.
Yay! Well,
He's ready to be done with it. I'm ready for him to be fucking done with it, but who knows? My biggest thing is I'm more worried if once he's done with it and has it like a certain way for a while, he always likes to rotate and move things. It's like, is this gonna be another thing like the living room?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna move everything again. Because like in here after he gets a lot of shit done, it's like you can't like move shit. Like once it's there, it's fucking there.
yeah.
So you better be ready to be happy with it, or
It's a commitment.
I'm just so no. I can't say he's scared of commitment. He told me though tonight if I want to get married to him, since he already proposed twice and I fucked that up. If I want to get married to him, I had to propose to him this time around.
Oh.
I was like,
I like this.
well, I'm thinking it's like, okay, because I'm already over here going, I've accepted of not getting married. I'm going to just die a Ziegler and be happy.
You can propose to him on February 29th, 2024. Technically, on a leap year is when it is acceptable for a woman to propose.
Yeah, no. No,
We don't live in 1862.
I understand that, but I'm just saying.
Well, no, because he also sat here was talking about, we talked about one time doing a Doctor Who wedding. And then supposedly we talked about doing a Star Wars wedding. And I was like, well, I found some cool Star Wars.
Are you
like,
going to do that?
No,
Princess Leia?
I'm not going to do the Princess Leia hairdo. No.
Well, she was wearing a pretty white dress when
I
she...
know, but no. Oh, yeah, no. I have like a whole Pinterest thing of like Doctor Who board kind of wedding kind of thing. But I mean that goes so far, and I mean it goes so far with the Star Wars. We talked about because we were going to do like a collaboration of like so many, yeah. So we might just. If
We have a
ever
lot
get
to
married-
talk about next time.
Yeah.
We do.
But I feel like legally, I feel like if I get married to him, like it would maybe change things for Dean, custody wise for Dean too. No.
Mm-mm.
God damn it! Don't get.
Only for the better.
What do you mean?
Just very stable household,
Oh.
you know?
Well, my thing, because like when we did before we did the custody, the biggest thing was okay when he was born. Were you guys married? And I was like,
Because that determines paternity.
Well,
If you have a baby while you're married, then they assume the paternity is your husband.
well, I mean,
if
we
you're
already,
not married, then they make you go through paternity testing.
well, we already said that like we
Right.
did the DNA testing before then too. But I also read before all that, like I couldn't go after Zach for child support because I was married to. If I was married to Vince, like he would still have to pay child. I don't know.
No. Vinny's income has nothing to do with child support.
No.
because they're not allowed to assume that another person is supporting his child.
Even though Vince is supporting his child, and he's not even supporting his child. Oh, that's a whole nother story, but I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yes, because my little ones are going, when are you coming home?
Never. I'm running away.
I hope mine ate.
Mine one's awake going, where you at, mama? And the other one's sleeping in my chair.
I never got a message back. I said, send her home to eat, and never got a message back.
Maya's probably like, I'm not hungry. I don't want to walk in the dark.
Right. I don't know. We got a lot to talk about next week.
Yes, yes,
I don't know.
yes.
I might consider proposing in advance just to be.
Ooh, we can
I say that.
plan something. Roberta and I
Well,
can
again,
help you plan.
Vince has always been against the whole marriage thing, and I don't blame him. And I've came to accept him, not the marriage.
How about we not
thing.
even propose? We just surprise him with y'all's wedding.
I don't think.
Okay,
don't
wait.
think you
Healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries. You gotta respect his healthy boundaries. I'm on everybody's side. Just saying.
I've kind of accepted if not ever going to be married.
You
And
live
just-
in it. I mean, you're there.
I mean, yeah.
There's not there. All there. The only other thing is the ceremony and a piece of paper. Otherwise, it's the same
Well, it was funny
as
because I
what
sent
you
him
got.
a TikTok of my I know TikTok.
Yes, KJ does something other than watch TikToks. I hope.
I do take care of my kids and work. But no, I sent him a TikTok. And it was like this kid just covered up in the blanket, and his mom was like, I go and bitch to you or bitch about you to your dad, but you have his last name before I do. I sent it to him because all the boys have his last name before I do. And I mean, if I didn't fuck shit up, then yes, I would have had his last name before the boys'. But since I fucked shit up, the boys got his last name before me. And you know what? I've been okay with it. But
Aww.
Jude also sat there and he's like, Mommy, what's your last name? Ziegler? What? He was expecting me to say his last name. I'm like, no, Mommy doesn't have the same last name, Bubba. So.
But we'll figure it out.
Yeah. And on that note,
We're finally
We're
going to
on
leave.
We're
Yes.
like deliriously tired.
I feel
I'm supposed to get this done, go home and clean some bathrooms. Nah, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I woke up at 4:30 this morning and cleaned.
fuck that. I think
I
after
didn't intentionally wake up too clean. I just woke up early and was like, well, what am I going to do now? Okay, I'll clean.
Watch TikTok like
and drink my espresso.
he makes fun of me because like I'll send him TikToks early in the morning, and it's like that's the time I'm getting up, getting ready for work. Like the boy Jude is still asleep. I got Sammy preoccupied with like frozen fever, like, and I'm getting my cup of coffee, taking the dogs out. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Until they wake up and I gotta take them to school. So.
But anyways,
Yep. And on that note, we're going. Until next time.
have a good night.
Yes.
Be humble, be kind.
And then next time, dun dun dun.
Right.
What is that supposed to mean?